Bobby Parnell getting his third start of the season. Think about it. 11 months ago in Washington, he had that perfect inning in relief, and now being deemed as a starter. Probably get about 10 starts here down the stretch as the Mets try to evaluate if it could be Parnell in that rotation for 2010.
But has lost more and more playing time as the year has gone along to Infante and to Prado. Hit to straightaway center, and Pagani is back for the first down of the game. And Anderson hits one to right center. Over goes Francoeur. And that's the second out.
Oh, yeah, you can't keep going to the well, especially a guy like Chipper Jones.
Check swing. He went around, strike three. So Parnell has his first strikeout of the night.
Jair Francois Jurgens from Willemstad, Curaçao. 3-1 against the Mets in his lifetime. 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs in his last start. Only mistake, a Nutley home run.
It has been such an injury-plagued year for the Mets that one of their 3 is Angel Pagan, who's had 169 at bats. Popped up in foul ground, and Chipper Jones puts it away, 1 away. Another 14 days before he can get back in the lineup. Castillo chops one over Chipper Jones, and he's got himself another hit. Whom they turned around in the deal for Nate McLeod. Pitch high, throw to second, and Castillo tagged out on the helmet. 2-2, and a breaking ball struck him out. Over the bag and down the line. McCann's got himself a base hit. And he grounds one past Murphy and into right field. McCann pulls in at second. Broken bat flare into center field. That's a base hit. McCann will be held at third. And the Braves have the bases loaded and nobody out. Diaz 2 for 4 last night, including a 3-run homer off Oliver Perez, and he lines one into center field, a base hit. McCann in with the first run of the game. LaRoche being waved home. Pagan's throw is cut off. A 2-run single for Matt Diaz. 4 straight hits for the Braves, who lead it 2-0. Church hits one in the air to center field, and Pagan measuring it, now coming in. That's the first down of the inning, and the runners have to hold. Jurgens giving himself up. Gets the bunt down. Parnell will have to go to first. So the sacrifice successful. Grounded toward the hole. Hernandez on the backhand. A long throw to make on a hop. Safe as a run comes in. 2-0 to Garrett Anderson. Off the end of the bat. Another play for Anderson. Hernandez. Castillo didn't cover, and safe at first is Garrett Anderson. Not the first time we've seen that happen this year. Castillo never moved to cover second, which is where Hernandez looked first. And by the time he readjusted and threw to first base, it was too late to get Garrett Anderson. Runners go 3-2. And he walked him, and the inning continues.
Oh, boy.
And Santos can't grab this one, but it comes right back to him. The dive, and he's safe at the plate. Infante is in to score, and it's 5-0. And he rockets one to deep right center field. Francoeur looking up, and McCann has a 3-run homer, and the Braves, a night after the Mets put together an 8-run inning, have an 8-run inning of their own. 14th home run of the year for McCann. A nightmare for Bobby Parnell. Popped up. Castillo retreating. Hernandez calling, but now Castillo calling as well, and they finally get everything together. Murphy chops one out to Chipper Jones. 1 out. Gets under one to left field, and Garrett Anderson drifting.
Which is a very strange thing for a man who's been here a month.
One hopper to short, and Escobar guns down Tatis. Janelle Escobar had a broken bat hit in that big inning, and he socks one down to third, where Tatis is there to throw him out to the right side, and Murphy feeds to Parnell.
Ryan Grams can still hit a little bit. Back to you guys.
And Church gets his first hit of the series. 3-1 to Jurgens, and he walks the pitcher.
Well, as a hitter right now, 2-0, you are just locked in.
And Infante lines it past Tatis and down the left field line. That'll bring home Church. Jurgens goes to third, and in at second is Omar Infante, his second hit and second RBI of the night to make it 9-0 Atlanta. 3-2 to Anderson. Bounce down to Murphy. And He'll take it himself to end the inning.
You are going to be some kind of starter in this league someday. This is going to be one of those lessons.
Santos begins the comeback with a solid hit to left center.
On this night, here at Shea.
Softly hit. Escobar at the bag and turns the double play. He pitched 10 and hung the last 4. Valdez has himself a base hit. Barehanded by Church out there. Ball 4 and Pagano's on. Can't be that bad. He's up 9-0. Runners go and Castillo lines one over short for a base hit. That'll bring home Valdez with the first Met run of the night. So Castillo trying to make up for his blunder in the field. Drives in the Mets' first run of the game. 3-2. Popped it up. That should end the inning as Infante settles under. And the Mets settle for only 1 run.
Putting it mildly.
Chipper Jones first pitch swinging. Murphy handles it. 1 pitch for Figueroa and 1 retired.
You can put your dukes up.
To the right side where Anderson Hernandez is there to play it.
Responsibilities to come in and hit home runs.
It's hard to do that every day. Hernandez throws out LaRoche, so a sparkling 1-2-3 inning for Figueroa on 3 ground balls. Daniel Murphy first pitch swinging, flies 1 out to left. And as this week progresses, as Frank Horst strikes out, there were the makings of a decent team because you had Seaver, who came up in '67, and then Koosman, who came up in '68.
You went how many years without the National League?
Grounded toward the hole. Nice stop by Chipper Jones, and gets up and throws out Santos to end the inning.
They were going to act, and
Escobar with a base hit to lead off the inning.
he spent time with them in spring training and worked out with them and played some minor league ball.
For my 3 sisters, we really were very fortunate.
Ryan Church hits one to deep right center, and that'll hop up against the wall. Escobar comes in to score to make it 10-1 Atlanta. Your father obviously was a great player in his playing days.
And the installation.
Infante with a base hit, and that'll bring home another run for the Braves to make it 11-1.
I would come by him, and he would say to me, "You're not a man until you challenge your father."
And they grew to love him like he was their father and respect him.
Mom home with the 4 kids, and there's life after baseball.
Anderson Hernandez socks one to deep right center. Seaver, Koosman, Gentry, Ryan, the list goes on and on. That one goes right over the shoulder of Chipper Jones, and Valdez is aboard. He wasn't a great player. He was a good player who had a great year. Hit deep to left center field off the bat of Pagan, and that one hops the wall. Valdez racing around third and being waved in. An RBI double for Angel Pagan makes it 11-2 Atlanta.
We'll see what Angel gets here. Fastball away. Bell tie goes right with it. Nicely done.
I don't know about you guys, but Pagan has shown a lot more power this year.
When you don't expect your team to win. As Green pops it up and McCann comes back to grab it. That the Mets could compete at that level.
7-1 in the 7th.
And by the way, this just in as Murphy handles the ground ball by McCann. Cliff Lee is pretty good. Chris Carpenter has solidified their rotation as LaRoche bombs one to deep right center, and forget that. Another huge home run into right center field. McCann hit one earlier, and now LaRoche goes to the bridge to make it 12-2. Second home run in 2 nights, 19 on the year now for LaRoche. Hit hard and a base hit for Escobar, his 3rd hit of the night. Out to right field deep, back toward the corner, and it's out of here. Matt Diaz with an opposite field 2-run homer. And now it's 14-2. A rare Citi Field opposite field home run tucked into the corner. Number 9 for Diaz, his 2nd in 2 nights. 1986 beat the Dodgers 6-4. Church is down for the 2nd out of the inning. Jurgens taps one to the right side, and Murphy flips to Redding.
that is hard to do, but if you stay with it, you get to be better, and he's feeling pretty good. But what a weapon, guys. Back to you.
Murphy pulling one down the line into the deep corner where Diaz has to chase it down. That will enable Murphy to go for 3. And Daniel Murphy has his second triple of the year. 1-2 from Jurgens, and he struck him out on a breaking ball in the dirt, and Francoeur doesn't bother running, and Ken casually slaps a tag on him for the first out. 2-2 to Tatis. In there for a call, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jurgens after the leadoff triple by Murphy. Broken bat grounder, and Escobar handles it. So after the leadoff triple, Murphy is stranded at third. Tommy John surgery as Infante pops one off the shallow left, and Valdez, an infielder playing the outfield, makes the catch, one away. Here's Reed Gurecki making his big league debut, and first pitch he sees, he flies one out to right center where Angel Pagan is camped. Kelly Johnson up for the first time, drives one out to left. Tougher play for Valdez, and he runs it down. Nicely done. Focusing on the hitters coming up the next inning, or were you just watching what your team was doing at the plate as Anderson Hernandez flies out to Reed Gurecki for the first out?
No one ever got a hit, but just trying to throw the right pitch.
Infante with a long throw into the runner, and Valdez avoided the baseball, and he's out at first. I think you need 2 hands, Kevin.
2 hands. I have a mic in one hand.
The phone lines all straightened out, and all the technical particulars as Ross swinging at the first pitch, flies one out to Pagan, and we're told that the phones are open. Was their #1 pick a couple of years ago. He will probably not be ready next year, but maybe by the middle of next year. Matt from Manhattan here next, as Andy Green has a base hit, his first as a Met. Congratulations to Andy. Logan gets the force at second.
That was the signal to me of the end. So to answer the second part of your question, with the line drive to right field,
Eats up Diaz, goes behind him. Sullivan to third, and Murphy into second base. To being at least in the race in the middle of September. So those things do happen sometimes. That's a fair ball, and Ross throws out Reed for the second out. To second base where Kelly Johnson has it. And Church has his third hit of the night. So after Francoeur had a 3-hit night last night, the guy who was traded for has his third hit in this game. A single and 2 doubles for Ryan Church. Medlin down swinging, and there's the first out for Sean Green in the top of the ninth.
That was in April.
Andy Green can't handle it cleanly, and that allows Infante to reach. Here's Reed Gurecki up for the second time in the major leagues, and he has his first big league hit. And it sounds like he's got some fans from his home in Long Island. He has his first big league RBI as Church comes in to score, and it's now 15-2. Murphy in to play it. The glove flip to Green. And Green gets him swinging. Second strikeout of the inning for Green.
Inning presented lefties. Gonzalez would be the saver.
Ball 4, and Santos is on. Fisted down to third. Infante to second. Johnson's throw a little too late.
There you go. There you go.
He'll be 30. Valdez down swinging, and that's the second out here in the last of the night. And Pagan is down swinging, and the ball game is over. On the strength of an 8-run second inning, the Braves overwhelm the Mets tonight. Home runs by Brian McCann, Adam LaRoche, and Matt Diaz, and the Braves win it 15-2.